Will from New York, what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, Ben? It's Will in New York. You already said that,
Yes.
but I'm listening, and I don't know. I tend to reach for the Bible because that's what makes the most sense to me. And we talked about it. I'm not even necessarily a Christian, but all men have sinned and come short of the glory of God, and all sins are equal in the eyes of God. So you have this yin and this yang of these men that do really good things, and then they have some skeletons in their closet, but maybe we look the other way. But on the other side of that, I think you have the same amount of good that's being done, and there's some skeletons in the closet, and we don't look the other way. And I think the yin and yang symbol is actually perfect for that because it comes in black and white, and the media paints this narrative of, we're going to rip you to shreds if you're an O.J. Simpson or a Bill Cosby or any of these other ones. But David Bowie gets a pass, and you've got, I'm sure there were some atrocities that Led Zeppelin committed. I'm sure you've heard the story about them doing weird stuff with fish and throwing TVs out of hotel windows.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, and really, it goes to this. It goes to this point also. If we dig in anybody's past, we're going to find something that's going to make them not worthy of our public fandom or worship, right? For lack of a better word. So if we keep digging in anyone's past, we'll find these things. But for me, it's just, hey, this is a case of apples to apples. Just 2 weeks ago, we were all in the media celebrating how this journalist got R. Kelly, and yet not one major media outlet has mentioned it. And this is not, sometimes we say that as hyperbole, right? Sometimes we say nobody in media is talking about this, and maybe 5 or 6 people are. There is not one media outlet who has put this out ever. And I guarantee you, most people listening have never heard about these allegations.
No, and every single rock star from the 80s, every glam band, I'm sure there's some crazy wild story of 13 and 14-year-old girls doing way too much blow and doing things with Eddie, whoever the Van Halen was at that time, but that gets swept under the rug. And they dig deeper for people that they want to villainize to paint that narrative that we always talk about. So, I mean, that's what I've seen. Nobody's perfect.
Absolutely.
And they choose to dig whether or not the person is someone they want to vilify to continue their narrative or not.
And that's my problem, Will. That's exactly my problem with this whole thing, man. I appreciate the call.
All right. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Anytime. Folks, you can join the conversation too. 857-600-0518. Listen, I have to juxtapose the two, right? I have to put them side by side. Do I say in my idealistic way that we should be forgiving to people and give and let their good speak for them more so than the bad that they do? Yes, absolutely. But do I see a glaring hypocrisy right here today where no one, zero, Google, I will share the article with you guys. Google it for yourself. Not a single media outlet of any significance, right? I think I might be the only one who's doing an actual audio or video broadcast about this, right? Everything else is in writing. No one is even bringing this up. And I just can't help but see the disconnect. Is this to sully his name? No, but it's to say that we have selective outrage and we apply it inequitably. And that is a form of injustice itself. And when this is the biggest thing, when we decide to apply our public outrage onto somebody about something they did, then we better realize we're opening that up to everybody who has done the same thing. But then the reality of it is maybe we're not. Maybe some people can actually get away with these types of things.